Are you ready to break the chains of poverty over your life? What a doctor has the remedy. The book, The 10 Commandments to Black Economic Power, is here right now, written by the People Scholar, Finance PhD, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Also, buckle your seatbelt because summer 2023 B1, the movie, is about to launch. You definitely don't want to miss that. And here's what you all been waiting for. The All Black National Convention is making a stop in Atlanta. That's right, we coming to the A. October 2023. Make sure you go to boycewatkins.com to get your tickets, or we'll have the link in the description box as well. And if you're about your money, like you better be, right? I need everybody to text the word stock to the number 31996. All right, man. So Ice Cube, right? Ice Cube is now under scrutiny for his business partner relationship. Right now, if you don't know, right? We all kind of thought that the big three was, a black only, and it is partially. But one of the other founders of the big three league, right, is a guy, right, and I hope I could pronounce his name right. Is Jeff Cowanitz, and I probably said it wrong, whatever, right? But anyway, Jeff Cowanitz, and you can look online, you can see he is one of the co-owners of Big Three. Now, recently on the internet, Ice Cube has been under crazy, crazy scrutiny for not just his choice of business partner, right? But his business partner's relationship, actually one of his former business partners' business partner. Now, if you don't know Stephen Bannon was a senior, political strategist for Donald Trump. He also, for some people, consider him a racist for a statement that he said a few years ago, and I quote, he said, "Let them call you racist, wear it with a badge of honor." Now, this news is not new because people knew years ago, that Ice Cube, some of his affiliations were kind of, suspect. Right now it's coming up again because he is now on his quote unquote tour, or his elite attacking tour, that he took a stop at Tucker Carlson, or Carlson Tucker. He's took a stop at Joe Rogan, as well as Piers Morgan, the Breakfast Club, or some other, bigger podcast. So I kind of sat back and I thought about it. I'm like, well, I was kind of under the impression, and maybe it's just me not really looking too deep into it, that the big three, was owned solely by Ice Cube. But then I remember, like, hold up. I remember he did have a business partner, and you could see him. They did interviews together. Now, one thing that is not, certain right now is the ownership split. Is Ice Cube just the face of the big three? We found that out with Diddy as well. We thought that Ciroc was Diddy solely, but no, he was under another company for distribution. I think it was called Diego Wines and Spirits, which is nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. But what people are saying is that it looks kind of suspect for you to be calling out the elites, calling out the powers that be, and your partner has close allegiance to and is good friends, and at one point was business partner with someone that you can call a racist. That's what people, and I think it's tit for tat at this point. I don't think you throw away Ice Cube's message at all. I think he's still, his message is definitely still powerful. The only thing you probably can question is the motive. The message is right, but what's the motive behind the message? And I always kind of questioned and thought, all right, maybe he's just trying to get his big three, popping more. And then we found out last week that the ratings are up, which is great, and if anybody has a business, even at your job, you're definitely looking to grow your business as much as you can. You're definitely looking, to make as much money and get as much promotion as you can at your particular job. Nothing is, wrong with that. The problem comes when you start to use, and a lot of people do this, they use the emotion of the struggle to gain, fuel to the fire, to gain income. And I think it's just, I don't know if you guys know the great Khalid Abdul Muhammad, and a lot of people, he's a controversial figure in a lot, ways, but he once said something, right? And I'm not going to say the whole statement, but he said, if you come to betray the legitimate aspirations of the people, I'm not going to repeat the last part, you can look it up. But if you come to betray the legitimate aspirations of the people, then you should be dealt with. I'm not saying that's Ice Cube, but what he's saying as far as legitimate aspirations of the people is like, look, these people are downtrodden. It's no different than, when the Jews, and this guy happens to be Jewish, Ice Cube's business partner, it's no different than, when they were downtrodden and they just came out the concentration camps and everything like that. That'd be kind of like equivalent to somebody kind of taking their struggle to profit off of it, or appealing to them just to profit off of it, but not really trying to help them, just trying to get in position. Same type of thing in Black America. We go through the atrocities, the transatlantic slave trade, civil rights, pre and post antebellum, all the stuff we went through, and you got preachers and pimps and pastors and scammers and fake business gurus and health gurus that use the struggle to fatten up their pockets. That's, to me, is betraying the legitimate aspirations, of the people. So, you know, it to me, it's not. It's how you use what you got, right? It's how Ice Cube is going to move from here on out. The fact that he's even speaking up, right? I think is a plus. I don't think we should go against Ice Cube, right? I'm not saying that. Now, motive will, I think, be made clear. He put together, actually not tried. He put together the plan for Black America. None of the parties really looked into that, and I'm not saying that he was too big for his britches for that, because he had a lot of great people that helped him with that. But that's something we need. It's good that Ice Cube did it, but we need we need to put our own person in position, right? That's going to be a talking head. That's not a scammer. That's not a swindler. That's not all about the money. We don't need that. We need somebody who's really about the people, that is not going to be compromised, and that's going to really do what he's supposed to do for the people. Like the whole reparations thing. Yeah, that's fine, but who you going to put in charge? Are you going to put in charge a joker that's going to sit up there and, let's say we got $50 trillion and he put $48 trillion in his pocket? We don't need a joker like that, right? And that's why I think all the great ones got killed, because they were too real and they couldn't be compromised, and they wouldn't take bribes and they wouldn't take deals and they wouldn't stab their brother in the back, and they were killed for that. You don't see that no more, because I think that for the most part, people now, you see it in all different aspects of life, are willing to sell out for whatever. I'll give you 2 million. I'll give you 1 million. I'll give you 50,000. I'll give you a promotion. I'll give you this. I'll give you a cookie. I'll give you a golden book. Whatever. People are selling out for whatever nowadays. So that bloodline, I think they did a job of trying to get rid of not only the bloodline, but the whole ideology of really being for the people. The whole ideology, I think, in most cases is gone, right? It's like it ain't even about that. It's about getting your dollar, getting your money, and shining on these ends, right? Talking down on these ends. That's what it's about. So take it or leave it. That's my thoughts on the situation. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Ice Cube, obviously he's not the sole owner of the big three, which to me is no big deal. But I think it is a big deal who you call your partners and who they're associating with. I think that's something that needs to be talked about, and we'll see what happens in the future about it, man. It's your brother, Old Guy, man. Hey, I need y'all to go ahead and do me a favor, man. Go ahead and smash that like button, and make sure you share the video. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, and you can do it right from the YouTube app by hitting the share button. And if you're already logged into Facebook or Twitter, you can actually pick the icon to share it to. So if I get 2,000 people to share it, this video will go viral. So everybody not to just to like the video, do that real quick, but to share it right off of the app on Facebook, or YouTube, or send an email. I appreciate y'all. Leave a comment below. Peace.